Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and today we are watching episode 16 of season 5 of Supernatural. So, I'm excited for this one. We are closing in on the end. We're not there yet. We have what is it? Including this, it's 7 episodes left, right? Something along those lines, I think. But yeah, we're in the final stretch at least. And I'm really looking forward to how this is going to end. We have a number of things to get to before we get there though, and namely we have to, let's see, what are the things we need to do? We need to find Gabriel, I think, or someone else who is able to tell us something about how to hurt Lucifer. We need to find a plan of attack, we need to find a way to defeat him, basically. For me, I think that Gabriel seems like the most obvious answer to that. They might introduce something else, but then they need to do something different with Gabriel in that case. Because in any story, you need to even small characters need to have an end to their story. So someone like Bobby, he can't just not be in the show anymore. If you're going to get rid of someone, you have to kill them off like they did with Ellen and Joe. They have to be killed off, or they have to move or something, go to a different continent or something, and there needs to be, if they do that, then there needs to be a send-off. I'm going, and then we see them leave, and you need to write people out in some way. If it's, I don't know, small characters, then maybe you don't care as much. But for instance, Meg, who we have here in, who's back now. We need to do something about her. I don't know if it's going to happen this season, but she's a character that's not just going to not be in the show anymore. She needs to be killed off. And same goes for Gabriel, who is either going to be in the show for years to come, or is going to get killed off. Maybe he's going to be in the show very sporadically, not very frequently. It could be once a season or something. But there needs to be an ending to the story for every character is what I'm saying. So I would like it if we could get to him and he could help us, but we need some way to fight death, and we don't have that yet. That's one of the things we need to do. We also need to... We have pestilence and death that we need to deal with before we can deal with Lucifer himself. What else? That's basically it. Those 3 things. The Horseman, finding a way to fight Lucifer, and Lucifer himself. And there's not a whole lot of episodes left, So I'm assuming that this is going to be seasonal, this episode. They've basically all been for the most case during the season, and I really like that. And it's so easy to do in Supernatural as well, it feels like, at least. Because the previous episode, which was basically a zombie... zombies rising. Dead people rising from their graves. And it could be a complete episode, but it's also connected to the seasonal storyline. So it's fairly easy for them to shoehorn the apocalypse into things, because it can be shoehorned into pretty much anything. And it doesn't feel forced or out of place in any kind of way. So anyways, let's see where we're going with this next one. I don't think it's time for another Horseman yet. I think it's too early still. So maybe a way to fight Lucifer? Or maybe something completely unrelated. I guess we're just going to have to find out. But before we get started, I just want to mention the Patreon. On the Patreon, I am 6 to 8 episodes ahead, 3 to 4 weeks. The episodes are also uncut. They're not edited down like here on YouTube. So if that's something that interests you, feel free to check it out. Link is in the description down below. There's also all the other shows and movies that I do, and so on. But with that said, let's get into episode 16 of season 5 of Supernatural.
Looking for this?
What's this? What the heck? Are we starting in medias res? In the middle somewhere? What's going on here?
Wait a minute. Is that you, Roy?
Yeah, it is Roy. We've seen it in the subtitles.
Weird, you two seem a tad upset.
You think you can flip?
Are these, yeah, these are hunters. Are you here?
We ain't the only hunters after you.
No, I understand. I've been concerned about this as well.
Stay the hell down.
Well, I mean, we know that this isn't a huge threat because both the angels and Lucifer himself is gonna bring them back. So it's like, whatever.
Shoot him.
Yeah, go for it, dude. Yeah, because Dean knows it as well. He's like, yeah, go for it, dude. I'm gonna come back.
I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, try me, dude.
Come on already.
Okay, so we're now starting in medias res. Let's see now. No, Dark Side of the Moon, knock young heaven's door. So we're going Afterlife. So is this heaven?
Weird dream?
Yeah, I don't think it's a dream. Or maybe that's what the afterlife is. Dreams.
Thanks, Dean. This is great.
Oh, how sweet. Good times. It's kind of weird seeing Dean smile like this. It's not who he is, you know? He's such a tortured soul. Ah, there we go. Now he's back. It didn't last. Cass?
Gas?
Yeah, it's me.
Now Cass is the car. Instead of Sam.
This isn't a dream. Then what?
No.
Deep down, you already know.
Yeah, it's Afterlife.
Where am I?
Heaven. For you, it's a road. Follow it, Dean. You'll find Sam.
Okay. Okay. So it's like, yeah, walk into the light and so on. And he's gonna stop at memories along the way, I'm guessing. Happy memories, that is.
Stephanie over here just can't seem to stop talking about you.
Dad, shut up.
Oh, this feels weird. Oh, this feels so weird. I get that it's a younger version of Sam, but yeah, it looks weird.
Okay, how are we in heaven?
All that clean living, I guess.
No.
No, I guess it's more permissive than I would assume.
You thought you were doing the right thing.
Last I checked, it wasn't the road to heaven that was paved with good intentions.
I keep saying that, yeah. I mean, you know, I say the thing.
You know, when you bite dust, they say your life flashes before your eyes.
Yeah, maybe that's what this is.
Maybe that's what heaven is, a place where you relive your greatest hits.
Which,
That sounds awful.
This was my first real Thanksgiving.
we talking about? We had Thanksgiving every year.
No, dude.
I don't remember this.
No, this is angel activity. It's like a searchlight. That's awesome. I'm assuming we don't want to mess with angels here in heaven, like on their turf, you know?
Cass!
What are you doing?
What's it look like?
Talking to electronics.
This weird beam of light.
Don't go into the light.
Okay, thanks, Caroline.
Not what? Who? Zechariah.
Nice. Oh, it's Zechariah.
Find an angel. His name is Joshua.
Hey, man, no offense, but we are kind of ass full of angels, okay? You find him.
I can't return to heaven.
Oh, yeah, he's booted out.
I just need you to follow the road.
Yeah, sure.
It's called the
I mean-
Axis Mundi. It's a path that runs through heaven.
Ha! Axis Mundi. Castiel has earned this, you know? He's always helping us and so on. So if he wants a favor, let's go.
Last I checked, you wanted to break out his nose. Now you think he can help?
He's the only one who can. I mean, come on, Sam, we are royally boned.
Yeah, we are. Oh no.
That was.
Yeah, things change. Just make sure to stay together or you're gonna get split up.
You think the road is in a closet?
Well, who knows?
Finding a road in a closet would be pretty much the most normal thing to happen to us today.
Yeah, we did find a road.
That was the road?
That's awesome.
I guess.
And it triggered a transition. That's awesome, man. Yeah, follow the road, I guess.
Apparently, you love hugs.
Oh, it's baby Dean. Oh, we're gonna see his parents?
Hey, Dean, you hungry?
Hopefully he's old enough to eat solid food by now. You know? Because otherwise this might get really awkward. The WOV hugs thing seems like a baby thing.
Dean. Sam, please, 1 minute.
Yeah. But it might be dangerous staying as well, because you get lulled in, you get trapped.
You have 2 boys at home.
I remember this. Mom and Dad were fighting, and then he moved out for a couple days. Dad always said they had the...
Trouble in paradise. Although, I mean, I understand that, because apparently they did not like each other when they first met. It was cherubs who were working on fixing it.
Dad still loves you.
This is pretty heartbreaking.
I'll never leave you.
Whew. I mean, I love Sam too, but Dean is my favorite, and he's such a damaged individual, and he's so hurt, and just...
I've seen this somewhere before.
Route 66. And there we go. We have transitioned again.
This is a good memory for you?
Yeah. I mean, I was on my own for 2 weeks. I lived off of Funyuns and Mr. Pibb.
Wow.
Don't do this, Dean.
Dean, look, I'm sorry. I never thought about it like that.
Forget it, let's roll.
Because the theme here is that Dean's happy memories are around family, and Sam's happy memories are when he's not with family, you know? Or when he's like the other family, like not Dean and John and, well, can't be Mary, because Mary was never part of Sam's life. And I don't want Dean to get stuck on that and start freaking out.
What memory is this?
No idea. All right, come on.
I'm you know.
This is the night you ditched us for Stanford, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, here it is again.
Heaven?
I mean, I was on my own. I finally got away from Dad.
Yeah, he wasn't the only one you got away from.
See, I don't want Dean. I don't want you to do this. Don't get stuck on this. Oh, fudge. There's the searchlight again. Run!
Wow.
There he
Running
is.
from angels. On foot. In heaven.
Yeah, in heaven.
I just want to send you back to Earth, that's all. After I tear you a cosmos of new ones. You're
Oh,
on
yeah.
Earth now.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say something like that. Oh, good lord. Zechariah is enjoying this so much.
Hurry! This way!
Is that? I know that voice.
Who are you?
Sash.
Play us this, bitch.
What's with the Lucha Libre outfit? Oh, this is a nice excuse to meet people from the past.
So you gotta stop thinking of heaven as one place. It's more like a buttload of places.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Together.
It's like multi-dimensional.
Ashland. A whole mess of everybody else lands.
But that must be so boring.
Few people share, special cases, whatnot.
Yeah, people who've been married.
Oh, you know, like soulmates.
Well, not just married, but like, yeah, what you said, soulmates.
That's angels, blabbing and no kidding. Okay? I'm fluent.
Of course you are, Ash. Friggin' genius.
Again.
This ain't the first time you've been here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you boys die more than anyone I've ever met.
True.
I mean, have you found anybody else? Ellen and Joe?
Alan and Joe are dead.
Yeah, new arrivals.
Oh, they went down fighting.
They did, yeah.
Yeah, to the end.
Yeah, a lot of good it did.
You're such a Debbie Downer, Dean.
Oh, I know for sure. Wants to drive with you. Hold up.
Who could it be? We have gotten quite a few people killed. Oh, hey, Pamela.
It's just awesome to finally have an application, a practical application for string theory.
That dude is too smart for his own good.
Makes you feel any better? We got Ash killed too.
I'm cool with it.
He's cool with it. So,
Oh, Miss Ash. He was fun.
My heaven? It is one long show at the Meadowlands. It's amazing. You should see it.
Yeah, but again, it must get so boring.
you know, that's not Nirvana. That's the Matrix.
Yeah.
Attic's still better than the basement. Look, Dean, I'm happy. I'm at peace.
Ignorance is bliss, I guess.
Maybe. You don't have to fight it so hard. That's all I'm trying to say.
You're not helping Pamela, because he doesn't believe it himself, pretty much.
I don't mean to be a downer or anything, but I'm sure I'll see you again soon.
I think you got sidetracked.
We're back home.
I don't know.
How about I tell you my nightmare, Dean? The night I burned.
Oh, this is different. It's not happy memories anymore. This is Zechariah, probably.
I never loved you.
Yes, you did. That's a lie.
Everybody leaves you, Dean. You noticed? Mommy,
We have noticed, yeah. Sam.
even Sam.
Maybe this is good that Sam gets to hear this.
Easy now, kitten.
Because, like, Dean is aware of his insecurities.
You're still bald.
In heaven, I have 6 wings and 4 faces, one of which is a lion.
Yeah.
You see,
Angels are freaky. We know this.
I was on the fast track.
How do we get out of this?
Employee of the month every month forever.
Oh.
These whole... Avert their eyes! I had respect!
Yeah, and then the Winchester showed up.
I can't close the deal on a couple of pathetic flannel-wearing maggots. Everybody's laughing at me.
Yeah, because you're doing a terrible job. Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Lucifer may be strong, but I'm petty.
Yeah, something like that.
You don't get to insist jack squat.
No, you're right. But the boss does. His orders.
Who's this guy? Is this Joshua?
You know how he is with that whole wrath thing.
Yeah. We're aware of the Old Testament. There we go. We're in a botanical garden. So this is probably the garden.
For some, it's God's throne room. For others, it's Eden. You two, I believe it's the Cleveland Botanical Gardens.
That's kind of neat, I guess. That, like, reality is shaped by your experiences and perception.
We need to speak to him. It's important.
Where is he?
On Earth?
Okay.
Doing what?
I don't know.
Get him a message for us?
Actually, he has a message for you. Back off.
What?
Okay.
He knows that the apocalypse has begun. He just doesn't think it's his problem.
Not his...
Okay.
Magic amulet or not, you won't be able to find him.
But
So you just...
He could stop all of
I
it.
suppose he could, but he won't.
Why, though?
Just another deadbeat dad with a bunch of excuses, right? No, I'm used to that.
Yeah.
Going through.
God was your last hope. I
I don't know. I'm still hoping on Gabriel.
I'm afraid this time won't be like the last.
Yeah, this time you get to remember. And there we go. Let's go find these hunters that killed us and teach them a lesson. Welcome back, dude. And dude. Oh, poor Castiel. Finally got answers, and it's not the answers he wanted. So disillusioned at this point. I don't know how many thousands of years Castiel is, but like, to be this betrayed, that's gotta be rough.
Cass, wait.
No, he's done. He needs to go brood somewhere.
We'll find another way. We'll find it.
Yeah. We need some leads, though. We need something, anything. We have nothing to go on at the moment. Don't need that anymore. Okay. That was episode 16. That was a trip. That was really enjoyable. And this is so rough because, like, the previous episode with the dead people, Dean was having a moment there towards the end. Like, he's losing hope so hard. And, like, it's... What do you even do? Like Dean said, like, prayer is for when you're desperate. And he kind of prayed at the end of the previous episode. And now we know that the prayers won't be answered. So God is around. God is on earth. And God just doesn't give a crap. He's AWOL. So I'm guessing that means that Michael is running things. He's in charge. Okay, let's see. Where do we start? Actually, let's see if we can structure this a little bit. I like the approach of the episode overall. I like that it started so abruptly. The case this time was us, I guess, you know? That it started with... Because normally when you start with a case, you start with something horrible happening. And we started with something horrible happening this time as well. But, like... I like that Dean realized that, like... Oh, you're gonna kill us? Fine, do it, whatever, I don't care, it's not gonna stick. Like, there's so many beings that want to keep us in the game that, yeah, it's fine. I do hope that we get to, like, have a conversation with these hunters at least. That is not just gonna be fire and forget. I don't know, it might be. Because it doesn't really matter. I mean, they killed them, but... whatever, you know. I like the themes of the episode, you know, with the road and how they tied it into, you know, like life flashing before your eyes. The one thing that's kind of iffy for me is that everyone gets their own private heaven, except for soulmates, as they said. And Dean and Sam, why were they, like, able to meet back up and do stuff together? They should have been isolated. Probably. I don't know. Whatever. But, like, the episode can't happen if they are in separate dimensions or whatever. Because that's how I understand it to work, basically. Like, all of these heavens are in the same place. Like, it's not a physical place, or maybe it is. Like, it's weird. It's metaphysical, I guess. But, like, they're all in the same place. Then they're just, like, layered on top of each other. For all of them. Like parallel realities or something to that effect. I really like that we got to see Ash again. That was a nice blast from the past. I really enjoyed the drama, I guess. Like their happy memories. I knew Dean would get stuck on it, and he did. But, like, yes, I mean, Sam is, like, he is Lucifer in many ways. Like, independent, and, like, of course he would value the moments when he gets to be himself, when he's not, like, stuck, leashed to dad, and so on. That would be his happy memories. But Dean, man, Like, we know that Dean is struggling, and we know that Dean feels inadequate and so on. Like, the stuff that Zechariah had Mary say, that hurt. But maybe that was really good that Sam got to hear that, because maybe that will make him understand a bit more. Again, like, I really enjoy Sam. I really enjoy both the brothers. But my favorite of the two is Dean. And he's such a damaged individual. His situation is so incredibly sad. And he just wants to be loved, but everyone just leaves him. And no one wants him, he feels like. I don't know if anything is ever gonna change for Dean. You know, like, we have, after this, we have 10 more seasons. But, like, I don't see how he can go on like this. There needs to be a positive change in his life somehow. Because as it is, he can't go on like this forever. This makes me think also about what Famine told Dean. Like, I don't think I fully understood that. I think that's gonna take a while to process. Maybe when I go back and edit it, it's gonna make more sense. I don't know. And same for this episode with the revelations about God. Like, what is God's responsibility? It's an interesting question. You could say that he doesn't have any. He spun the whole thing up, and now it's just like, do what you will with it. The thing I'm leaning towards most, I guess, is that all of this is planned. Like, it is kind of similar to The Matrix. In that, in The Matrix, the problem was that free will. People could choose to do different things if they wanted to. Like, I don't really think that free will is much of a thing, really. But, like, technically you could choose to do something completely different. And in much the same way that, like, God created everything, I'm assuming. Like, that's what we're going with. God exists, and God created the world and creation and so on. And in doing so, he created free will. He created evil. He created Lucifer. And he created Lucifer, like, it could be an emergent property. Like, he didn't really know what he was doing. He didn't realize the implications of what he was doing. But I don't know if that's the case. I'm more leaning towards that this is planned. Like, Lucifer rebelling and so on, being cast out, that was included in the plan from the beginning, you know? Because he created Lucifer, and he created Lucifer to be the way Lucifer was, you know, and is still. And, like, so what's going on is not by accident, I don't think. And in that case, then, why should God intervene? Because everything is going according to his plan. It could also be that this was not the plan whatsoever. And if that's the case, then, like, maybe God doesn't want to get involved because, like, it's like just throwing his hands up, like, I tried. It's like, I'm done with it. Let's just scrub everything and start over from scratch. You know? That might also be the case. As a programmer, you know, you have to be aware of, like, when you're working on a solution, at some point, you have to know when to stop trying to make something work and just, like, I'll scrap this idea. Let's start off over from scratch. Let's try a different approach to solving this problem. You know, now, no matter how hard you try, you can't make a square peg fit in a round hole, you know? That kind of situation. So I don't know, but I think I'm going to have to digest for this for quite a while, actually. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it also. We know, though, that God is not going to help. And we're back to, like, what I assumed, because I didn't think that we would get to this. I thought that God was, like, not a factor in this show. So we're back to Gabriel or something else. A Deus Ex Machina, you know, kind of, but not actually Deus. Not actually God. Something else. I don't know. I feel like it would be unsatisfying if it was something else. If it's something just showed up like, here's how you beat Lucifer, and then just disappears, you know? That's why also a big reason why I think it must be Gabriel, or I don't think Raphael, because he seems like a dick and he's not very happy with us. You know? Like, what else? Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Gabriel is the only clue that I can think of. Oh well, I guess we'll find out when we find out. But that is for a different day. For today, I'm done, and I thank you very much for joining me. I hope to see you in the next video, but until then, do take care of yourselves, and peace out.